title, the Best Master in the Festival and the Honored Certificate. This work is made by me. It is called Undiscovered Secrets of the Universe. We enter to the domed hall I created with my successors and students, also with my son. The snake depicts the wisdom of the ages.
Смысл я вот здесь изобразил змею, кобру.
The design of these ways I created by myself. I prepared these ways in 1 year and 8 months. Hello everybody, today we are with our friend Mekan, and operator came into the house of great person, really great person. And this great person is from Niyazov Etrap, and we are here in his house. And this great person is Bakhtiyar Khojaniyazov. This great person is a great master. Why do we call him a great master? You will understand now. This building that you see over there is a house of Bakhtiyar Khojaniyazov. Now you will see the house of Bakhtiyar Khojaniyazov and his workshops and others. Here you can see the potteries in different sizes, big ones, small ones, and any sizes. Now I will show you how he makes his masterpieces, also his works. Now you can see this semi-ready products. They already be painted. Also you can see this masterpiece. The beauty, really beauty. They are semi-ready products. Soon they will be painted. Now this masterpiece is made by not only by him, but also with his family, daughter, his son, also his students. Now we came into his workshop. It's called Lost World. Really, you lose yourself when you enter to this room. Hi everybody, we are here. So greetings to you all. Master and students, how are you doing? Now what are you making of? I'm making a plate with a symbol of firebird. You can see it here. In the other side of the firebird, I will make the pattern of flowers. Greetings to you. Say hi.
Ay, malades, malades.
His name is Gurgenli. He's my grandson and he is 5 years old. Also, he's get used to the cameras. Master, I have a question. Do you use a special sort of clay or the usual one? In ancient times, the Amdarya River passed in our places. So here on the riverbed of Amdarya River, we dig 2-3 meters and get a special sort of clay. And this sort of clay we use our semi-prepared product. So we make it our products from this sort of clay.
Daddy, why are you in a hurry?
Yes, I'm in a hurry because I don't want to make the people waiting for me, and that's why I don't want to finish my work as soon as possible, to show them everything. This boy, when he will get older, will continue their family traditions. Do you want to become a master like me? So our clay is ready. Now on the potter's wheel, I will make something for you. Can you see this beautiful clay? So this clay is taken under 2 meters of earth, so that's why it's special and makes it unique, unusual. Not to be bored, now I will show you the future small jug, and I will put the holder of this jug and show how to make it. I make it special for you guys. For special group, we will make this sort of jug. Now I want to give floor to my son. His name is Adilbek, and he will show you something. So here are the son of our master, and he wants to show us something. What are you going to show us? Will you make a plate?
Tavaq etaman dedingizmi? Bir tavaq uzatib beraman dedilar.
So you can see this child. This child is different from other childs in the world. So this child is playing with his toy, not the toys with plastic or batteries or electric toys. This toy is special toy. This toy is his clay. So add some water, and your son is also want to learn it. Show him how to make it. So all family members are here. Grandfather, son and grandson. These little hands in 15-20 years will make the masterpieces and continue the family tradition. According to our history and traditions, during the break time, it's honor to drink water or tea from the hands of master. By that, you show your respect to the owner of the house. So now I want to pay attention to one thing. Here on the walls you can see the footprint of my grandson. You can see it here. Whose footprint is that? It's a footprint of Nazar, my little grandson, and the upper you can see the footprint of my grandson Gurgenli. They don't keep family pictures on the photo album. They keep memories on that figures. So people, you keep the memories in photo albums, but they keep it on the memories, though they are forever. So here you can see I'm holding my hands in clay. So you will become a future master like your father. So master will make a plate from this clay for his son, Gurgen. When it will dry up, you can make the head cover of that material. So it's not fully ready for it, but now we work on it. For now it's not ready. We must wait some time for that. And then we can make the cover of this material. When it will dry up, you wait some time and then you will sharpen it and make the needed figure. When it's ready, you can put inside of it jam or candies. So he is my student. His name is Halmurat. So Halmurat means birthmark. So you can see his mark, special, unique mark. So when we came here, it was not ready product, but now you can see the surface on it, different symbols. Guys, I want to wish you a great success in your tiring work. I know it's not easy, but at least good luck and great job. You can see that oven. Here you can put the big sized vases up to 2 meters. The height of the oven is 2 meters and the width is 1 meter. So you can put here really big sized vases.
2 метра обжигается. Вот.
In that pottery oven, the fire comes from down and the air goes from the 4 uppercut chimneys. Now we go further, and the next is our small oven. Follow me and I will show you where is that.
Вот у нас вот эта вот большая печка, это маленькая печка.
So next is our small oven. Here we make it products for 1 meters. We burn it here, so it's up to 1 meters.
Одиночные, такие маленькие изделия, да. Здесь для маленьких изделий печка.
We go further.
Пришли сюда. Вот эта печка, печка наших отцов. Вот это вот.
So this oven, it came from generation to generation, so it came from us to ancient times. The technology of this oven is very difficult. Also in that oven we can burn with different sized figures. It's covered with 2 shelves, so that's why we can burn different sized figures. So from this window, small window, we can see how the burning process is going on. The uniqueness of this oven is that from small fire you can get a high temperature, high degrees.
Ну, высокая температура, здесь можно достичь высокой температуры. Вот его особенность этой печки в этом заключается. Мало затрат энергии, но обжиг до 1000 градусов можно достичь. Вот, экономия энергии здесь очень большая в этом печке.
The uniqueness of that oven also, you can see the 4 chimneys. By that you can get 1000 degrees of temperature.
Вот таким образом мы достигаем до 1000 градусов. Малым экономичным расходом топлива.
This oven is very economical for us, beneficial, because we can use firewood, also we can use gas to burn our products.
Ну, обжигали, вот дровами они обжигали, колючкой обжигали разными. И вот сейчас тоже, когда у нас газ нет, я обжигаю дровами. Вот это для этого предназначено. Это не знает проблем эта печка. В смысле, нету газа, нет проблем. Обжигаю, колючкой обжигаю. Любые дрова, любая колючка, любой там этот кустарник, все идет сюда.
So this oven is very universal, and this was discovered by our ancestors in 10th century.
Нашли вот такую печку, это был 10 век. Так что это конструкция 10 века. Вот.
Молодцы.
Here you can see my some works on the walls. And now let's enter to the inside of my house museum.
Давайте. Encil meşhur. Alın yiyin de.
Encil pişip
Alın
mi?
yiyin de.
Ana.
Yiyin de, verin.
Mekan ağası alın encil yiyin.
Encil yiyin.
Mekan al encil yiyin.
Now, as you promised to show your house, actually you kept your promise. Here we are in your house. So now let's have a tour in your house. All that design of my house, everything, every detail is made by me according to my fantasy, my imagination, and my experience. Here you can see not only my composition, but also composition made by my daughter and my son. I will show you everything one by one, also in details. Now I want to introduce one of my greatest works dedicated to Khorezm Shah Jalaluddin Mengoberdi. The height of the vase is 1.6 meters. On that vase, I pictured the battle on the river of Ind. He fought with the army of Genghis Khan in the river of Ind, the territory of current Pakistan. The episode of the battle is pictured here. He threw himself with his horse into the river. How long time ago you made it? I prepared almost 1 year ago. This picture is my work. It's a jug. Height of the jug is 3 meters. It has no analogous in Central Asia, not only Central Asia, but also in the world. It's a unique one. It's the only work dedicated to my homeland, to Turkmenistan. So that's why the name of that work is called Turkmenistan. Here is depicted the cultural values of our people.
Многие наши ценности нашего народа, туркменского народа.
Later I will tell you in detail about this work because I have the original one of this work. Here on the walls you can see the works of famous artists of our Dashuguz Vilayat.
Keşleri.
So there are also gifts from them to me.
İşimiz
This work is gift from Torayev Kutlumurat.
художник.
Another work is from painter Ruslan.
Bu iş,
Next work is from Davlet Sadullah.
bu iş.
And this work is made by Babayev Zakir.
Babayev Zakir. Вот. Bu
This work is made by Torayev Chingiz.
Giz. Bu
This still life artwork is done by Torayev Kutlumurat.
sanatın işi. Вот.
This work is called Omar Khayyam. It's also made by Kutlumurat. The Crooked Jug legend work is made by Babayev Zakir. He also drew my picture, you can see it here. This work is called Rain from the Sun and given as a gift from the Deputy Ambassador of the Russian Federation.
Erdem. Эта работа называется «Дождь солнца». Он
This
у меня
is a unique work, unique artwork, is made special for me, for my home museum.
числил посла Российской Федерации Эрдем. Вот. Здесь
So in this part is my family, memories.
семейная история здесь.
My daughter is graduated from the Academy of Fine Arts.
Академия художеств. Ашхабадский Академия художеств.
In that picture you can see her diploma work.
Она
She graduated the Faculty of Ceramics.
художественная академия города Ашхабад. Это
So he is my master,
Эшмат
Sapayev Eshmurat.
Сапаев Эшмат ага, мой мастер. Это моя.
So here are my parents, my mother and father.
Вот.
So here are our meeting with our esteemed president. So in that picture, you can see the art masters meeting in Kokand city of Uzbekistan.
Год, как
This was a festival of art workers.
фестиваль мастеров мира. Там
Here I won the title, the best
сертификат,
master in the festival and the honored certificate.
лучший мастер фестиваля. Вот.
I presented also my work in the Washington DC of USA. Also I presented my works in New Mexico state of USA.
Вот. Посещает мой дом
Also my home museum was visited by military servicemen as well as pupils of secondary schools.
из школы. Посещает мой дом. Это
I took part in international exhibition in Islamic Republic of Iran and got the honor certificate from the Imam Reza.
имени имама Резы диплом. Вот.
In 2018, I got the title Honored Art Master of Turkmenistan.
Туркменистана. Вот.
Also, my home was visited by the US ambassador.
Разные
Here you can see also the ambassador of Islamic Republic of Iran, Uzbekistan, Japan and other countries.
Японии. Вот.
So here are the who visited my house. It's a small story of people.
Вот. Моя
So this vase is my work called Turkmen Beauty.
Туркмен гүзели. Это ваза.
In this work also depicted the Turkmen beauty, the Turkmen women.
Гүзели. Но здесь
Here are also depicted the works of our Dashuguz art workers' works.
эта работа.
Exact this work is made by Babayev Zakir.
Вот это вот. Эта работа. И вот здесь
And here are the different works of the art workers.
работы. Здесь вот
In our country, people use dishes made from ceramics.
посуда из керамики. Вот здесь вот показывает.
So this jug is specially made to keep the chal.
Вот это вот кувшин для чала.
So we have special farmers. They keep camels and other animals. So this is important to keep milk, water and other things.
И вот посуды для питья, чала, для воды, для соков разных. Вот выпускаем вот такие вот изделия.
Also, this vases is special gift or jubilee vases that you can give as a gift.
Вот такие моменты.
This vase you can use as an interior design of your home.
Или для интерьера дома. Вот, декоративная ваза.
This work is made by me. It is called Undiscovered Secrets of the Universe. In 12th or 13th century, Necmettin Kubra lived in Kunya Urgench. I think this work was done by him.
Я думаю, шуны произведениесі мекен деп білемін.
Or the person who built his tomb was a saint person.
Пир болған. Пир.
That's why he wanted to say something to other people. He wanted to discover some secrets.
Yazып.
Amazingly, he thought that someday the people will read his sayings.
Мен шуны оқыдым.
In his ornaments, he wanted to say something, and I read his sayings. There's written that there is no randomness in the world.
Yok, случайность. Yok.
The rotation of planets is already calculated. The marketplace of stars is also calculated and detailedly scientifically studied. The fortune of the person from his birth till the end is everything already in detailedly marked. But we don't know it. That's why we just leave it.
Молекулы var, атомlar var, они же тоже вращаются, делают свое дело.
In this work, he wants to discover all the secrets on the earth and living beings. When you see it for the first time, you don't understand anything. It's just science depicted, but when you deep enter, you start to understand the real meaning of that. To understand this meaning, I saw this in my dream. For many years, I was interested in that. I wanted to undiscover this secret. I wanted to understand everything. But suddenly, I saw it in my dreams. When you look at it, you can see the center. It has a center. You can see it here. Here you can see also dots, green dots. Here one, here's the one, and the next 4 dots. Here the center is means God, Allah. Here in the center, He controls everything. When you put your finger in different parts, any part, doesn't matter, and you start to move on, you don't take away your finger, you just move on. You don't take away your finger, you just move on, and finally you just entirely and endlessly you move on and go forward and forward. You can just pass it 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, but endlessly you can just come from the started point when you came in. Here everything is calculated in details. You understand it. When you don't calculate it, it's impossible to draw it. Someone who created was a special person, because usual person cannot draw it. 4 points, it's a 4 seasons, and when you just count them, it comes 12 months of the year.
12 ай. Год, целый год. И точно расчет. И берде
Here are the Arabic signs.
Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim.
This letter is taken from the Quran.
деп жазылған. И bir de Pushkin'in айтқан сөздері бар. Pushkin изучал Коран. Коранға Pushkin бойсүнген. Шоның айтқан сөзі бар берді. Он Магомеду открыл сияющий Коран. Да притечем и мы к свету, да пойдет сочей туман. Muhammed Peygamberimize dedi, gözünü açtı Allah Teala dedi. Bize gözümüzden hem tuman geçsin dedi, bize hem Allah Teala'nı görelim dedi. Gördünüz mü? Aytkan şunun sözünü, özüm yazdım lekin bunu. Bunu sözünü koydum. Bir de Pushkin'in bir de 12 tane aynada adam birisine bir bölümünde Pushkin'in şu aytkan sözleri duradı. Koran barada.
I made it in 2018. From the back cover you can see my sign, HB, which means Khojaniyazov Bakhtiyar. All my artwork starts with HB. This is my sign. Not only sign, but also it's a signature. I hope that after that my followers will continue this tradition of using this signature, HB. The title of that artwork again is Undiscovered Secrets of the Universe. Small part of that artwork is also called Undiscovered Secret of the Universe. I made it in 2009.
Я его создал в 2009 году.
This was first artwork. After that, I prepared the biggest part of the Undiscovered Secret of the Universe.
Первый. 11 год назад я его создал. Вот здесь тоже.
This is a copy of that work.
Копия, только в увеличенном виде, а это копия.
This box is made from art workers from Khiva.
Да. Шедевр.
It's a masterpiece. Especially for it, I went to Khiva and ordered that box.
Для этого произведения, специально для этого произведения.
This box is made from oak tree.
Gücümden.
Here is also depicted the emblem of the Turkmenistan.
Герб.
Now we go further. Further is the domed hall. We enter to the domed hall I created with my successors and students, also with my son. So here is my daughter, her name is Habiba. Now she is working on her next work, is called Turkmen Beauty. Here I used the gems. Here are the personal design of my daughter, Habiba. The title of that artwork is Beauty of Kunya Urgench. Can you give me more information about your work, please?
Here is my work, hasn't finished yet. Still working on it. A little bit job has left, only small details. The part that I am working on has the finished version on the other side, here. The imitations of stones are made from mud, is all handwork. Now I am sculpting it from mud. It's not finished yet, there should be round stone, but I am working on it. Here it has that stone. The base part is smooth. Before sculpting the actual stone, I mark it.
медленно, тихо, вот так.
It's not smooth yet, but if I start to brush it, it becomes smoother and shinier and comes to its shape.
Вот она, да, блестит, и форма образуется, идеальная форма, потом она образуется.
First, when I sculpt it, it doesn't give the right shape, but I give the right shape by brushing it. Here, when you brush it, it comes its form. For example, this part also smooth because it's not given the right ornament, but here you can see the actual ornament. This part and also these parts are also not finished in here, you can see it, and I need to do it till the end. These imitations of stones are also handmade. I pre-made them at first. These parts also was smooth, but after that I gave the real decorations, and after that it got its own right shape.
How much time does it take to make this vase?
The vase in this volume, from the beginning till the burning, might take 10 days. It takes 10 days because it's all small detailed job, and that's why it takes too long. I use cutted thread, and it takes time to cut it and also put the decorations on top of it. For instance, these holes also handmade because I put them one by one, each. It's not a stamp or press, that's why it takes time. After burning in the oven, to bring it to the finished version like this, it takes 2-3 days. To color it with glaze and also put the stones on top of each ornament, it takes time. Till the completeness of the vase, it takes 2 weeks, and it will be 14 days. For instance, in here I want to take your attention and I want to say that I made some changes because this vase is not going to be a walnut color like other one, but it will be all turquoise color and some parts will be cleaned. For example, in here, triangle-shaped ornament, but on the other one, it has a leaf-shaped because I wanted to put a stone on it, and that's why I made the leaf shape. But in this one, I put triangle because I am not going to put a stone on it. But the other leaf shapes are the same because it's going to be a turquoise, but the other one is walnut and it requires stone. But this vase will be all turquoise, but some parts will be wiped off because it needs to show the ornament, and in between the shapes still stays the turquoise color, and it gives a depth to the ornament. That's how it gives a historical look to the vase. For instance, in here, one of my handmade vase, one of my work, I glazed it and I wiped off the ornament because I wanted to show the ornament pop off from the vase. The reason of using this technique is to make the ornament to stand out. It stands out and the ornament comes out, but the monotone background of the vase still stands, but the actual ornament comes out.
И некоторые детали я и здесь буду вытирать. Это еще после обжига, когда будет полностью закончить, можете увидеть. Я сейчас пока как могу объясняю вам.
Вот где вытирали, вот.
Да, вот это
А
все.
то, что внутри осталось.
Да,
Красота.
вот такой эффект будет. Но она не красная.
But it won't be red color, but it will be turquoise. You can see the turquoise in here, in the stones.
Синий, бирюзовый.
Thank you for giving us such important information.
Красота. Я Bakhtiyar ağa,
So I want to become your student. Is it possible to become? You need patience for that. Of course, I'm patient because I'm a grandson of artist. Friends, I want to show you grenades. Such a beautiful grenades can made only by the special talent of girl.
такое сделать. Мы говорим, если это гранаты.
This artworks made by Habiba.
Оказывается,
This my artwork is dedicated to Kunya Urgench.
Kunya Urgenchu. Она
It's a title 360 cents. Here I used all ornaments of Kunya Urgench.
все орнаменты древнего Kunya Urgencha.
Here are the depicted the history of Kunya Urgench,
История
the capital city of Khorezm Shah's Kunya Urgench.
Khorezma Kunya Urgench.
The vase consists of 6 parts.
6 разделов.
Each single part tells us about a different story of ancient Kunya Urgench.
Один история каждого памятника Kunya Urgencha.
Here are the depicted story of Sultan Turkish.
В 12 веке
On the 15th century, before the Mongols' invasion, on the 15th century, there was a highly developed time of Khorezm Shah's empire. There were high education centers, culture, and others. Here are the created Academy of Mamuns.
Khorezm Shah
Mamun Khorezm Shah was founded the academy. On that academy, many world scientific peoples have worked there, Al-Khwarizmi, Abu Ali ibn Sina, and others.
ученых.
In this part, I wanted to talk about Mamun's academy, but in the next part, I want to talk about Jalaluddin. He's the only king in Central Asia who resisted to Mongol invaders. In the other part, you can see the Turbe Khanum and 360 cents.
Вот. Здесь я вот золотой шпир. В изготовлении, при создании этой вазы
In the creation of this work, I used the ancient technologies of art making. In the process of making this artwork, I used the clay, special clay technology of Kunya Urgench. So this technology was discovered first time in 12th century.
и вот это
This technology is came up to nowadays, and I made this using these technologies.
эта ваза. Здесь применен резьба по ганчу.
Everything made in details, every inch. After that, we just put it to oven. It was burned in 900 and 1000 degrees.
Еще следующее.
My next artwork is called Turkmenistan. Now I will show you.
Покажу.
The width of that is 3 meters.
Метра. 3 метра. В этой вазе
On the creation of this artwork, my daughter Habiba, my son Atalbek, and many of my students helped me.
и несколько моих учеников есть, Халмрат, Ядгар и еще некоторые другие мои ученики, мы вместе его создавали.
The design of these vase I created by myself. I prepared this vase in 1 year and 8 months. Special for that, I prepared an oven for that. It took a long time to prepare sketches and patterns, and the process of preparing it took a really long time. It just takes up 3 months to prepare the sketch of this vase.
Месяца 3 ушло на создание этой вазы только.
We prepared sketches and built special oven for that. Total, it took up 1 year and 8 months to be ready with this vase.
8 месяцев ушло.
We needed a preparation time for that. That is why it took a special time. In this vase, I depicted culture, Turkmen culture.
Наша культура, туркменская культура.
Let's talk about in detail. If we start from the downside, the symbol of wheat is depicted here.
Пшеница наша.
And down from the wheat, we can see the cotton.
Пшеница. А вот это сейчас идет.
And after that, it goes the ganch. So this ganch is a traditional pattern of ancient Kunya Urgench. The pattern of Nejmiddin Kubra, it belongs to 12th century. After it, it goes copied patterns.
Ковровые орнаменты идет вот.
And after that, the goes of emblem of our country. Next to it is the pride of Turkmen people, Ancient Khorezm. On the upper side is depicted the architecture of ancient Kunya Urgench. In the upper side of the dome is also depicted the architecture of Kunya Urgench. Dome also depicts of architecture of Kunya Urgench, and the head of the dome ends with the standard of the President of Turkmenistan. The weight of this vase is 150 kilograms. My next artwork is called Magnificent Century.
Вот здесь она называется «Великолепный век». Вот.
This artwork is dedicated to the magnificent century of Khorezm Shah Empire. Starting from 10th till 14th century was a developed period of Khorezm Shah Empire. During that period, from 10th till 14th century, great events took place in Khorezm Shah Empire. Some important events like the foundation of Mamun Academy, the foundation of empire, and other important events took place during that period of time. Therefore, many amazing architecture monuments that is still kept nowadays was also built during that times. Mongol invasion also took part in during that time.
Потом Тимура. Вот этот период называется великолепным веком.
The snake depicts the wisdom of the ages.
Смысл, я вот здесь изобразил змею, кобру. Она олицетворяет мудрость веков. В этом смысле она вот этот смысл дает.
Here I depicted the Mamun Academy, and the other side is the monument of Terebe Khanam, 360 cents, and the Jalaluddin. You can see the other side is a monument of Terebe Khanam and the Sultan Tekesh Mausoleum. Here are some of my works. One of those works I dedicated to my mother.
Это моя мама. Вот.
And this work I dedicated to my father. He was a participant of the Great Patriotic War.
Ветеран войны. Вот. Эту вазу я посвятил моему отцу.
These two artworks is also done by my daughter, Habiba.
Тоже называется. Это ее работа. Это тоже работа Хабибы, моей дочери. Вот. Здесь вот
This artwork is a present from my friend Maksat.
скульптор Мақсат.
Khorezm Shah Jalaluddin is depicted in that artwork.
Хорезм Шах Джалаладдин. Вот.
This artwork is also from Maksat.
Да.
Maksat is also from Dashoguz, but the current time he works in Ashgabat.
Выполняет, работает в Ашхабаде сейчас. А живет он в Ташаузе. Вот, это его работа.
Here we can see the unusual artwork. That artwork is, you cannot spoil the artwork with nothing.
Ничем не испортишь.
So you can see the torn dishes, so it's a broken one, but at least it makes it more beautier.
Создавал его. Она называется красота.
Красоту ничем
не испортишь. Вот. Хотя она вот она разорвана, но красота вот она не теряет свою красоту. В этом смысле я его создавал. А вот это вот.
This new artwork is my recent work. Is called Kunya Urgench, 360 cents. It took up 4 years to make this dome, and also I used 2 ganches.
Здесь применена резьба по ганчу.
Here I worked on it with my sons Adilbek, Jurabek, Habiba, and my students.
Мы все это выполняли, эту работу.
Design is made by me. It has no analogus in the world. It's only my design, the only one in the world.
Аналогов нету, это мой дизайн. Вот.
How long time does it take to build your home? So I put the foundation of my house in 1988.
1988 yıl fundamentini başladım.
So starting from nowadays, I still work on it, but the works are not finished yet. You can see the 12 windows. I must finish them. I want to depict them, our poets, heroes, and the other famous people in our history.
Здесь будут показаны наши поэты, наши герои, наши истории. Здесь будут показаны.
Here I want to depict the greatest poet of our history, Makhtum Loprakhi, by glaze painting.
Роспись хочу сделать. Возглазурную роспись. Наш великий поэт Махтум Кули здесь будет вверху стоять.
Next to Makhtum Loprakhi, I want to depict the Khorezm Shah Jalaluddin. After him, I want to depict Devlet Mehmet Azadi, and then I want to depict Sultan Sanjar.
Вот.
Therefore, I want to depict Al-Khorezmi, Omar Khayyam, Ibn Sina, and others.
Здесь будет показана наша история, наши великие предки наши, поэты, ученые.
It takes a lot of time to finish everything, to realize all my plans. Everything needs a time.
К сожалению, вот времени не хватает все время. Вот.
So here you can see the idea of my daughter, 2 birds of happiness. In the middle, they've written the letters from the Quran. This artwork was made by Babayev Zakir. It was his diploma paper. The original form of that work is kept in the Museum of Ashgabat. The original size of this artwork is 3 to 6 meters. Here he wanted to depict the highly developed period of Khorezm Shah Empire. Here you can see the capital of Khorezm Shah Empire, Kunya Urgench, and the mother of Khorezm Shah ruler, Jalaluddin. Here are also some works made from ceramics. The most famous gulyaka is, you can see here. This work is also done by me. Here you can see my work is called Kunya Urgench, the Star of East. Here you can see also the returns from the Persian Empire. In ancient times we had Persian Empire in the territory of our country. All these works is also done by me. One of my works is dedicated to Asian Games that was held in Ashgabat in 2017. Now here you can see on the upper side of that is a symbol of our airport. On the center of that you can see the mascot of the games, and on the right side you can see our historical places, and the left side you can see our modern capital city with their buildings. This column I bring from Khiva, Uzbekistan, and it will decorate my new museum located in Kunya Urgench. Now I start to build the new museum located in Kunya Urgench. Soon I hope it will be built, and I plan to decorate it with our historical moments. Most of the works will be done by ourselves. Can you talk about in details about crooked jug? People come to me and ask about to make a crooked jug for them. Why do they ask so? Because I want to tell you a legend. Long time ago, there happened one event. People wanted to set the table for a king as soon as possible, and who sets the table is responsible for that table at whole. Someone put the crooked jug on the table, and the responsible person paid attention to that, and he thought that it will be no mercy for him. Fortunately, that man was a very wise man, and he found out the solution of the problem. When the king came, he said to him, "You took very different places. You are the owner of the big country. You are the king. Everybody respects you. Even crooked jug respects you. All people that is governed by you bows his head. Even this jug bows his head among you." The king liked the answer of his wise man and said, "You well done. I liked your answer, or otherwise you will be punished." And starting from that day, king said that they must bring the water only from that jug.
Теперь всегда, говорит, из этого кувшина мне принесите шербет, из кривого кувшина. Да, из него буду. И он все время из кривого кувшина он пил.
And that's why I still get orders to make a crooked jugs. You have an omelette there. Is it made from stone or special materials? What does it mean? Can you tell us about it more in detail?
Бойныңызда асып қойғаныңыз ба? Даш. Это кусок или это готовое изделие? Вот про эту вещь расскажите.
This stone was made in 10th century. It was made by a special master of keramist.
And если сказать на узбекском языке, Kunya Urgench kulaçlıq sənətində 10-cu əsrdə şu taş dürətilgən 10-cu əsrdə.
In one side he wrote Allah, and the other side he put his fingerprint. And also the Arabic letter is written there. He made it especially in this shape because so that people do not hunt him.
Hiç simetriya yo'q. Prostoy, sınıq taş ekan deb o'ylaysiz. Shuni sınıq taş deb o'ylamanglar deb barmog'ini izini qo'yib beradi. Shundan so'ng bilasiz, shu sınıq taş emas ekanini. Это созданный камень. Shu duratilgan tash bu. Yine бармағын изи. Цифра, арабская цифра и бармағын изи. Очень крупный был человек.
The master made it more simpler from stone because he didn't want it to be stolen by someone.
Он создал его простым ломаным камнем. Моему учителю можно, да? Вот это вот.
My master, here you can see his picture, Kashayev Narmat, and his master gives that stone in 1948. And his master lived in Kunya Urgench. And he gave him as present to him and said that he will give it to the most talented student. So starting from that time it was given to the teacher to student. And when the time will come, I must give it to my best student. All the great masters who built Törenbek Khanam and other famous monuments had such stone amulet.
Эти мастера носили этот камень. Это были великие мастера. Они, поэтому вот этот камень называется.
So it's so called banner of Urgench ceramics.
Kunya Urgench keramika sungatını baydağı.
When did you honor it? I became the owner of this amulet in 1991. I almost keep it for 30 years. And what does this small jug mean? It's my own relic. I bring it from the Islamic Republic of Iran and still keep it with me. It means that I'm a master, I'm a pottery master. No matter where I go, I always keep it with me. And inside of that, I put the special perfume that I like, because when I work it and I can smell it, so all the time I can enjoy it. Not only me, but also people can enjoy it.
Ben bir mertebe ettim de 5-6 yıldan beri 4'te gitmiyor hali.
So today's our telecast was very interesting, and I want to express my deep gratitude for your interesting talks. We didn't mention how the time passed. Almost half day passed like 30 minutes. Thank you for your interesting talks. Hope to see you come and visit you one more time.
Rahmet size. Kabul edenlere, rahmetinizi giderenlere köp.
Also, I want to express my deep gratitude to you also, because with your program, you make us more wider, not only here but in our country, but also the worldwide, spreading our crafts around the world.
Şunun için ben öz minnattarçılığımı bildirgezim geledi sizlere. Öz sağ olun dep aytasım geledi sizlere. Sizler hem ulu iş edesizler sizler. Ne için deseniz, bizler özlerimiz etelimiz şu işte. Bizler şu ustaxanadan çıkmaya oturamız.
We want to also say thank you to everybody who took part to make this short film. Our drivers, operators, producers, and people who organized this event. Join us on YouTube, put likes, subscribe, and share with your friends.
А если хотите, ругайте, если он что-то плохое делает. Вот так. Спасибо вам, брат.
Вам тоже спасибо.
Огромное.
Удачи вам.